Okay, speed review of the eye. So, the most anterior portion of the eye is your cornea, number 1. Number 2 is your anterior chamber. Number 3 is your pupil. Number 30 is your iris, the colored part of your eye. Number 5 is your posterior chamber, which holds the lens. Number 21 is your ciliary body. Number 6 is your posterior cavity, which holds vitreous humor, aqueous humor, vitreous humor. 34 is your macula lutea. 35 is your fovea centralis. 36 is your is your optic disc. 12 is your optic nerve. This white, hard, durable part of the eye is the sclera. The black part is the choroid. 16 is your retina. Your retina has photoreceptors. Your lens changes shape to focus light in the back of your eye on your retina. The neural tunic, or the third layer of your eye, the most inner portion of your eye, is the neural tunic, and that includes 4 things. It includes your macula lutea, your fovea centralis, your optic disc, and your optic nerve. The fibrous tunic includes your cornea and your sclera, only 2 things in the fibrous tunic. Your vascular tunic includes 4 things. It includes your iris, the colored part of your eye, your pupil, your ciliary body, and the choroid, which is the black 14. So 4 things: the iris, pupil, ciliary body, and your choroid. So the 3 layers of the eye are the future value now is my acronym, FVN, fibrous tunic, vascular tunic, and neural tunic. Remember, this clear plastic is the lens that changes shape to focus light on the retina. Retina 16. And the posterior cavity is vitreous humor. The anterior chamber is aqueous humor. The one that drains the aqueous humor is called your sclera, like here, the white part's sclera, venosus sinus. Sinus is drain thing, so it makes sense the last word of the 3 words, or 3 words is sinus. So it's sclera, venous, sinus. Venous is V-E-N-O-U-S, venous. Sclera is spelled the same way as it is, S-C-L-E-R-A. So that's one that drains it. The one that produces the aqueous humor, is your ciliary process. My CP produces it. Ironically, my hazels, my iris, the colored portion of my eye, the iris is what controls whether my pupils dilate. So what controls pupil dilation or contraction? It's the iris. It controls 3, which is my pupil. The ora serrata is the anterior portion of the retina. What's the tool that we use to examine the eye? An ophthalmoscope, specifically the retina is what we view with the ophthalmoscope. Ophthalmoscope is spelled O-P-T-H-A-L-M-O-S-C-O-P-E, basically ophthalmoscope. The location of your aqueous humor is in 3 places: the anterior cavity, the anterior chamber here, and the posterior chamber. So aqueous humor is in 3 places: the anterior chamber, the posterior chamber, and the anterior cavity. So anterior chamber, anterior cavity, and then posterior chamber. The suspensory ligaments are what attaches this lens to your ciliary body. So ligaments attach things, right? So what attaches my lens to my ciliary body? My suspensory ligaments. They attach things, suspensory ligaments. And then remember, the retina has photoreceptors. The iris, I said, controls the size of the pupil. The sclera and sclera venous sinus drains your aqueous humor from the anterior chamber. The structures that are part of your fibrous tunic, future value now, would just be 2 things: the cornea and the sclera. The anterior boundary of your retina is your ora serrata. That attaches lens to your ciliary body is the suspensory ligaments. Changes shape to focus light in your retina is your lens. The location of your aqueous humor, 3 places: the anterior chamber, the anterior cavity, and even the posterior chamber in black. And then the posterior cavity is what houses your vitreous humor. What produces this aqueous humor is the ciliary process. What drains it is the sclera venous Sinus, because sinuses drain things. What attaches the lens to the ciliary body? The suspensory ligaments. Ligaments attach things. That's it.